our channel. If you subscribe, we'll show you all of our kinds of videos. So you need to smash that like button in front of you. Always be calm, be good, be nice. Bye.
Hello guys, namaste. Nashvlogs welcomes you here. My name is Nash, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about, you guys must have already known the topic that I'm going to be talking about in the title already there in the video. So today I'm just going to explain to some people the reason as to why I chose YouTube. Like everybody I tell about my journey, what I've started on YouTube, they're like, but why did you choose YouTube? Family members, friends, people on social media, whoever I try to tell what I do, they ask me the same question: why did you choose YouTube? So this is why I decided to make this video and explain to people the reason as to why I chose to take up the YouTube journey. So I basically opened up my YouTube account in 2018, but okay, I got married, and before marriage I was a working woman, and I was very used to working. Like my passion was to be out there and work like for my own, like earning for my own, right? And then I knew that when I get married to my husband, because he's Indian, I'm going to be stopping, like to cut off the working eggs completely, right? So before that, my husband had already told me, like, once we get married, I love you so much, but once we get married, the working is going to stop, because in my family, daughters-in-law don't work, and my mother and father won't like it for you to go out there and work, right? At first we argued about it, and then later on, because you have sometimes to surrender when you love somebody. So I was like, why not? Like, my mother has been a stay-at-home mother, and she raised us, and I was like, let me try this out. So it was hard for me in the beginning, to cope up with staying at home and almost do nothing, like every day and stuff. And then I was used to waking up in the morning, get ready, and move out, go and work. But this didn't something stopped suddenly, and I was so used to being a working woman, in that I was determined to look for something that I could do while staying at home, while being a stay-at-home mother. So I conceived my firstborn in 2000. I gave birth to my child in 2017, and then that is when I was getting into YouTube, like getting to know YouTube more and more, like what people do on YouTube, how they earn using YouTube and stuff. I was watching a lot of YouTubers out there, because of course I was at home, and I was all day, all I could do was just go to my YouTube and go through YouTube and stuff, and learn and Google and find out everything about the YouTubers. So when I saw some YouTubers, I'm not going to be speaking their names, like they're the ones that inspired me the more. I've spoken about them in one of my previous videos, and I saw them growing as stay-at-home mothers, like they're Indians. I saw them growing as stay-at-home mothers just by YouTube, like making YouTube videos, lifestyle vlogging and stuff. And then I also saw others who are Americans, they're doing the same job. People didn't have those specific jobs, like wake up and go out in offices and stuff. They would just do like the lifestyle vloggings, and they're having a life, they're having a living out of that. So in 2018, I had already a baby. I decided to open up a YouTube channel, because before that I had seen all this, but I was pregnant and I didn't have the zeal to do all that. So when I had my baby in 2018, I was like, why not open up a YouTube channel now? I opened it up, but then I didn't make any videos or maybe start the lifestyle vloggings and stuff, because I had a very tiny baby, and my baby was so tiny. I was a first-time mother, and I didn't have anybody around me, like to guide me or help me in how to raise children, like how others have maybe parents around them every time. But then my mother was in the village. I didn't really have anybody around me to help me with my child. My child was a crybaby. He was like, you know, a fragile child. So as first time parents, me and my husband, we just wanted to give our time to our child. So I was like, let me forgo YouTube for now. Maybe with time in the future I'll take it up. I had not told my husband about it, obviously, but I just wanted to do something as me while staying at home, while being a stay-at-home mother. So that was not until, you know, my child grew up and stuff, and then at some point I wanted to go back to school, but then that is the time that I conceived my other child, and then I also put that on standstill. I just wanted to get something that makes me busy, you know, out of this life of being a stay-at-home mother. I wanted something else, like on a side, that would, you know, occupy some of my time, including my children and my family. So when I conceived my second child, I was like, okay, let me first forego with school as of now. And then with my child came the second one. He came in with a lot of blessings, like, you know, I don't know, my first child is a blessing to me. Obviously, he made me a mother and stuff. But when my second child came in, like, a lot of doors opened for us, and you know, stuff started happening, and we started a business, and then I had to run the business and stuff, and you know, a lot just happened in our lives. And then I was like, okay, YouTube first stay right there where you are. Not until early last year around there is when I decided, yeah, this is the time for me to, you know, take up my YouTube passion. So when I decided to take up the YouTube journey, I didn't know what to do, like where to start from, like, you know, stuff. So I have this friend of mine. Okay, we are social friends, like on social media. We are friends on Instagram. She's married to one Indian from South India, and we became friends because she shared my story out there, and she shares stories about, you know, the intermarriages between Africans and Indians. So we became friends out of there, and we kept on talking and stuff. So one day I just text her and I'm like, what do you think about me starting the YouTube thingy? Because, you know, being a stay-at-home mother, she's doing, you know, the online things, like, you know, that YouTube and Instagram, just to talk about the interracial marriages between Africans and Indians, right? She has a family, of course. So I think she's also a stay-at-home mother. She does all this. So when I talked to her, she gave me an advice as, you know, a big sister. She's like, just go ahead with YouTube, you know, with time it will work out for you, and not only making you busy, it is going to make you earn with time. If you're consistent, if you have content, if you become, you know, too focused with YouTube, you will end up making it in life. So I'm like, okay, if she's saying that, and she's been into social media for a long time, like she's known, I decided to drop my first video, and then she had to share it with some of her people, like on Instagram and stuff, and she, you know, told me, just focus on it, it's going to work for you in the nearby future. So when I did that, I told my mother that, you know, I'm decided to take up YouTube and stuff, blah blah blah. After some time I'll start earning, la 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 la. And she's like, YouTube, you know, most of people do not really like the idea of being a YouTuber. I don't know why, but people must be having their own reasons, right? So I talked to her, and I made sure that I convinced her. Like, my mother-in-law didn't know about it until I went to India, and she was like, I had some people telling me your daughter-in-law is doing this. But then she had no problem with that. My father-in-law had no problem with that, because I'm not moving out of the home. Like, I am doing this thing. It is as a business that I'm doing while taking up my part of being a stay-at-home mother, and, you know, a family, a head of a family, while we are not in India. Because obviously, while we're not in India, we are here. I am heading this family, and everything in the family is looking at me, right? So she had no problem with that, and I'm like, good, we are good to go. So as long as I'm sitting at home, I just wanted something that will give me time for both my family, my kids, and myself, but then still doing that other thing on the side. this is when I decided to focus on YouTube. So in the beginning it was a bit hard because I didn't know where to start from. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether to do the lifestyle vlogs, whether to do what or what. I kept on doing my researches. I kept on seeing more and more and more YouTubers, like people leave even their jobs and decide to focus on YouTube and stuff, and I'm like, damn, this thing really has something that it can do in people's lives, like it can change lives. So this is when I decided to let me focus on YouTube for now. I'll see other things in the future, but let me just drop my lifestyle vlogs and we see how it is going to help me in the future. With YouTube, so many people have developed. With YouTube, with vlogs, so many people have achieved so many things in their lives. People have bought houses, people have bought cars, people are having it in life by vlogging, right? So why not me? Like, sit at home, take care of my family, and also do YouTube as well. And then the main reason as to why I decided to really go into YouTube is whenever people hear that you're married to an Indian, they don't believe it. Some of them argue with you. Some of them give you so many, silly reasons as to why he didn't marry here. You're lying. Maybe he didn't take you to his home. He didn't do this. You've never met his family. Maybe you guys are not officially married. Stuff like that. So while also, taking up the YouTube journey, I just wanted to enlighten people that such marriages happen. Like, such things are there. Like in Uganda, it is there. Right, I've seen so many couples in Uganda, which Indian and Ugandan couples. Okay, I may not have talked to everybody, but I know some that I've talked to, and they're having their lives. They're just like normal people who are married. So most of the people that I meet and we talk and they find out about this, they argue a lot. So with YouTube, I want those ones who get to know me. I want them to know that it is possible. Like, marriage is possible as long as there is faith, there is love, there is trust between you. It doesn't matter whether the person is green, blue, black, Indian, American, Chinese, or whatever. No, nothing. Like, all that matters is love. All that matters is patience in marriage. So I want to just show people that marriages, interracial marriages are there. Interracial marriages happen. They can last for longer, right? So this was also one of the important reasons as to why I really focused on my YouTube journey, right? So, and I also had a backup and support from my husband. He's like, yeah, if you think you can do it, then go ahead. I'm here. I'll support you whenever you need me. I'll be there. So I was like, yeah, why not try out YouTube? This is the main reason as to why I decided to take up YouTube. There are two good reasons. One is to make sure that people get to know or enlighten people about the intermarriages between Africans and Indians. Let them know that this can happen. It has been happening. It's just because people don't know that it has been happening. So while sharing my vlogs and stuff, people are going to see like what is going on in my family with my kids and my husband, and they'll be like, oh, this also happens. And the years that we spend together, people are going to get to know that stuff really happens and people are there who are intermarried. One. Secondly, of course, earning, right? Being a stay-at-home mother, as well as having this as my business, like earning online is also another issue, because when somebody is used of making their own money, it is so hard for them to sit at home and just focus on waiting for the other partner to provide and stuff. So with all this, all a while, like, my husband has been providing and I have been having the business that is going on. So anyhow, I was surviving, right? But there is something about, I don't know how to explain it. When YouTube works out for me, people will get to know that YouTube also is like a business. Like, you can put your life out there and then you get paid for that. People don't know that usually. Most of the people, like, okay, some of them in Uganda know it already. I've seen so many YouTubers who are Ugandans and they are making it. They are making it, but there are some of those who think YouTube is for nothing, like it's for other stuff other than just being a lifestyle vlogger. Like, as far as I've interacted with people, that is what I have realized. So to enlighten people about my marriage, and then to also let people know that YouTube can be your business, even a side business. You can have a job somewhere, maybe go work, and then you just do the lifestyle vlogging as well. You have two businesses. There is that job and there is YouTube, and you make, shoot two birds with one stone. Huh? Is that what they say? Is that what they say? Shoot two birds using one stone. Yeah, that is what they say. I've seen so many YouTubers who are doing that. Like they work and then you do the YouTube as a side job. Yeah. So that is the main reason as to why I chose YouTube, and with having support from my family, from my husband, it is all that I need. My family still doesn't believe that YouTube can pay, like you can earn from YouTube. But I'm just waiting for the day that I'll be telling them, you know what, I made it. And yeah, that is the main reason as to why I decided to do YouTube, like to take up YouTube as my passion, as I always say, and to enlighten people about the intermarriages between Ugandans and Indians. Yeah, that is the main reason. Today I didn't do any lifestyle vlogging because I was feeling a little bit low today, the whole day. I don't know why, but